But we start with a possible fine of ice-cold tensions in the state capitol. In an interview with the Associated Press, Governor Tony Evers says he is open to a limited medical marijuana legalization bill introduced by Republicans. Until now, the governor pushed for full legalization of recreational marijuana. Marquette Law School polls have shown large majority support among Wisconsin residents for legalizing marijuana in recent years. Brittany Schmidt looking into this for us today. You spoke with Republican Representative David Steffen, and he described this as kind of, you let the genie out of the bottle, you got to be careful. What's he mean by that?
He just means that because they're finally at the step where they're looking at legalizing medical marijuana, it is going to be highly controlled, highly regulated here in the state. They're going to have a hand in all of that here.
What's this bill look like? What can we expect?
Right, so I asked him that direct question today, and here's what he said. He said this will be for certain medical conditions, people battling cancer, cancer survivors living with pain, veterans who suffer from PTSD. So it'll be very limited to specific conditions. They would be able to get a prescription, but it would be for things that are non-smokable. They're not combustible like that you just saw on the screen. It's going to be for things like gummies or THC induced creams. So it won't be anything that is smokable by nature, which is what you normally think about when you think of medical or marijuana. And then the dispensaries will be operated by the state. There will be a very select group of dispensaries here in the state, so they will be able to control everything here local or in the state. Yeah,
I get Spencer the idea there some surprise regarding this today, kind of unexpected. What was the turning point?
Yes, and so I asked Representative Steffen, because we've heard so many, Governor Evers has been wanting to do this since he was a candidate back in 2018. I remember sitting down and talking to him about it because he's a cancer survivor himself. And so I asked the Steffens, what's the turning point now? Why are you coming to the table now? And he said, it's really twofold. It comes down to more people accepting of it. 80% of Wisconsinites approve of some sort of medical marijuana here in the state. And then he also mentioned that it comes down to, they have a lot of data that they now have from other states that have legalized it in some form. So he's like, we know what to do, and more specifically, what not to do. But one of the things that I thought was really interesting, he says in his years as a representative, he's heard from cancer survivors and veterans with PTSD about how this helps them. And he says, we've made criminals out of cancer patients or cancer survivors and veterans. So he's like, I think it made Republicans sit and kind of pause and really think, is there a responsible way to allow people to use this responsibly in a very specific manner?
Now, is there a chance this then could lead to full recreational legalization?
I asked that, and I got a very quick answer of no. He says that there's no appetite in the Assembly or Senate for this to lead to recreational legalization of marijuana. He said, could this develop in the future for more conditions based on medical opinion and data? Yes, but as far as recreational marijuana use in the state, not a chance, he said.
All right. Brittany, thanks for the update. Look forward to your full reports coming up tonight on Action 2 News.